Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. We're at Sneaky D's, I'm Lights, and you're watching MSN Exclusives.
Well, thanks for doing this.
Of course.
I'm so excited to have you here with this new, brand new acoustic record.
I haven't touched the vinyl yet.
Yep. Really?
I touched the plastic, but not the vinyl.
Well, let's take this out of the...
Well,
Will
okay.
you?
Should
Will
I?
you do me the honor?
Okay.
I think I just crushed my microphone. But
Whoa.
This feels so good.
Feels nice. Yeah, it looks awesome, man. It's just so nice to see all the planning actually in real life. Wow, so cool. I shouldn't be this fascinated by my own album. Should I do it? Here we go.
I like the back cover.
Ooh, it's glowing.
Where is that, Texas, or is that around here?
This was taken, okay, I was on a writing trip in LA, and I said, we need photos for the acoustic album. So I bought a camera, and my friend Tina, who works on a lot of my web stuff, she works for Warner. She drove to Joshua Tree with me one day, and we took these photos.
Just 2 photos.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have another surprise. Speaking of Joshua Tree, no pants. I was going to leave that alone. Just keep looking at it. Anyway. Another surprise for you, speaking of Joshua Tree and cactuses and things like this, you have a nachos dish here at lovely Sneaky D's. And it's coming over right now. So why don't you, Waiter.
Cactus in the Valley, please.
Why don't you tell us about this Cactus in the Valley?
Cactus
How
in the
did
Valley.
this happen? This is like sandwiches places in LA, right? Where people get sandwiches named after them.
Do people get
Look
is that normal?
Oh my God.
Do you see this?
That
Are you
looks
seeing
amazing.
this?
So what's on here? Thank you.
Basically, what I'm a fan of Sneaky D's.
Right now,
oh, let's go for it. Oh, we got a cheer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a droopy one.
There's a droopy one. I'm gonna have to fold it. This is horrible.
These are the problems, nacho problems. I love it.
Oh, so it's got a little kick to it.
It's got kick. So here's the deal. I'm a fan of Sneaky D's.
You used to play here a lot? You used to come here a lot?
I just come here and we hang out. It was like one of my favorite spots in Toronto.
Right.
And I think that they probably caught wind of that because I always tweet about them and everything. And they asked if we wanted to do a collaborative nacho. And we did. And so I just came and tested a whole bunch of stuff, and they had some ideas. It's not my ideas, it's the chefs here.
Right.
And then we just kind of put the elements together that I liked.
Which are what?
So there's like
so
this.
When people come to Sneaky D's, they need to order the Cactus in the Valley nachos.
Yes.
And what do they get?
So you're gonna get basically what's on the King's Crown, which is the famous nacho from here. So it's cheese, cheese in the sauce, and the guacamole and sour cream, and you get the salsa. But you also get this chicken, which is kind of southwestern and kind of spicy.
Yeah.
And there's rice as well.
There's rice.
You can choose if you want beef either. Yeah. So there's rice. So it's very like a southwestern version of the classic Sneaky D's nachos, which is like Cactus in the Valley.
Have you added these? This is a stupid question. We're going to go with it anyway. Have you added the ingredients into the song when you sing it live? You sneak like a verse in. You should.
So the rice finally found me.
Exactly.
And left me in the guac. Does it sound good?
Yes, I think so. Anything
good, right?
you sing sounds good. You have an amazing voice. Speaking of which, so this is the second time you're doing an acoustic record, just stripping things down. New vocals, guitar, cello, piano at times. Why? Why is this? Are these the way the demos sound, or are you rearranging them to fit this acoustic record?
A lot of it's rearranged. I mean, a couple of the songs are written acoustically. Cactus in the Valley, for example, was written acoustically. But most of them, I'm very moved when I come up with new sounds and drums and everything and electronics. So a lot of stuff's written that way. And so this album was a real challenge and cool and exciting for me to strip everything back and figure out how to interpret these things purely acoustic. And now it's actually been like a 2-year project. Before Saviour even came out, I went away to a cottage and just learned how to do everything acoustically and strip everything down. And that was kind of the demo stage. And now years later, I took it to a nice studio last year. I had Kevin Fox come in and play cello on it. So there's some live strings, had some guest vocalists, and it became this like beautiful product of something that's been kind of a labor of love for a couple of years.
Talk about the guests, Kelty Pirate, one of them.
Yep.
Did you want her to sing that verse in French, or
I
did she?
I did. I mean, she's just, I'm a big fan of her work. She's got an amazing voice, and I've never been able to sing in French. I love the language, but I can't speak it. I've tried it. There was a Celine Dion song I learned when I was very young.
Okay.
But I don't even know half the stuff I'm singing is right. But anyways, I wouldn't even go there. The challenge with singing something in French is you can't just translate it. It has to be translated artistically. So the lyric and the sentiment comes across. So she did that. She sat down with it and she translated a verse and a chorus and sang it. And I love the way that she delivers it, and it's very nice to see.
Was this pre or post baby?
Actually, it's funny. We were talking about it pre-baby. She had her baby in 2 weeks after she went into the studio to sing it. So she's a real champion.
So brand new mom coming to the studio.
She's a real champion. Yeah. We never actually. I still haven't met her. So this has all been done on email. It's all been done on email.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, and Gian, my manager, gave me her number, and I hit her up. I was just like, and that's what was really cool about this record. Everyone I just kind of like texted or emailed and asked if they wanted to be part of it. Some didn't work out, but some did. Adam from Alice City sang on Cactus in the Valley. Max and Markel sang on Siberia. And it was just like, hey, you want to sing on this record, you know?
And then do you let them choose which songs they want to sing on?
A couple of them I gave options to, but for the most part it was like, I can hear you on this one and this would be perfect.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, let me know. If we need to change keys, let me know. And I mean, luckily I'm a fan of all the people that are on the record, so I know what their voice kind of fits in and how they sound and what it would be good with.
This is a completely switching topic, but I haven't mentioned your blonde hair, and this is brand new.
Yeah.
So I figured this is different. The record cover does not
it
show the
is.
blonde hair.
I know. I have dark hair.
What are you doing? Why is this happening?
It's just needed to. You need to change every now and then. You can't stay the same forever. You can't, especially as an artist. You can't always feel the same because your music's going to sound the same then. You can only write as honest as the things you're experiencing, I think. So whatever, you got to move yourself to the next level, and that includes everything. I mean, we're fools to think that if we change one thing, that everything else is going to move along with it. You just have to take steps and just move along, because you only live once. That was the
YOLO.
first time, literally the first time I posted my blonde hair was YOLO. Yeah.
So when did this happen? When did
A few
you
weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So has it changed you? Has it changed your perception of writing? Have you written since? Like, has it done what you hoped it would do so far?
I mean, it's all part and parcel of whatever the next thing is going to be. I do, every time I look in the mirror, I don't look like I did a month ago. So it's very exciting for me when I do my makeup and you're finding new ways to do it. Like, it sounds so lame, and you find new things that look good on you, and then suddenly you're walking differently. I mean, I remember that's how it was when I got my first tattoo. It was like, oh, I'm walking differently. You know, everything you do contributes.
More confidence, probably.
I don't know. I
did that with my first
just
tattoo.
do what you like. You know, yeah. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I have a tattoo. No one can see it, but it sucks. But that's, I think that's how it is.
Do you have anything recent?
The one that's almost done now is like butt, basically.
Okay.
And it's King Varian from World of Warcraft.
Of course it would be.
Yeah.
Amazing. Dog sledding in the Arctic.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Amazing.
It sounds crazy. I feel like I have like notches on my teeth.
No, you're good. I would have said something.
You would have?
Although I want to keep
You're a
eating
good
very
friend.
badly. I would definitely say something.
Good.
I'm a good
I like
friend.
that about
Thank
you. Good friends tell people that. Right?
Do I have anything about you?
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Good
nice.
friend.
Yeah.
Good friend.
Yeah, good friend. There's all kinds of stuff in his teeth. Just kidding.
I know. So Arctic. Dog sledding.
We went to Inuvik, Northwest Territories. It's, I think, 8 degrees north of the Arctic Circle. So we're in the Arctic. It was like minus 37, minus 40 the whole time. Really amazing experience. Went with CBC on one level to get some cool videos to ramp up to the acoustic tour, which turned out really nice. A great experience, but also to play a show at the Igloo Church, acoustic show, to raise money. Basically, that instead of paying admission, you bring food item, because the food bank was ransacked a couple times up there. So by the end of the show, we ended up raising a truck full of food for the food bank, which was really nice, and it's a fly.
Yeah.
And no, they can't have our nachos. And I mean, food's really expensive up there. Everything's shipped in, and it's tough, you know. It's isolated, but everyone there's amazing, and everyone there's really cool, and it was such a cool experience. And dog sledding was nice. They didn't listen to me. I just like went, and that was the first day they saw the sun after 30 days.
Yeah, I saw that video of you talking about it. Right. Well, how are the songs gonna be done live? Like those videos, just you and a cello, and you moving around.
For the most
piano
part,
guitar?
yeah. I mean, and things evolve. That's the beauty of doing something acoustically. There's so much room for movement and so much room for changing, and like you can just stop in the middle or change the key or whatever. It's just like there's so much freedom during an acoustic show. If I wanted to do something a cappella, I could, because that option's there, you know. And it's very different from a full band performance when everything's a bit more structured, and there's a kind of a separation between you and the crowd, you know.
Sure.
You have this intimacy and this like spontaneity that you can run with on the acoustic.
Also, I gotta say, somehow you pulled off a really, like I saw you at South by last year, and that crowd, it was, I don't know.
Which show did you come to?
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot? I don't remember. It was like
was
a
it
Saturday
outdoors?
night. Elysium? Is that a place?
Oh yeah. No, totally.
Yeah? Okay.
I can't believe you remembered that, because I didn't remember
Well, it's a weird word, Elysium.
It is a weird
what does that
word.
mean?
I thought it was Elysium or something. Maybe,
maybe it is
I was saying
Elysium.
it wrong. No, I think you're right.
No, you're probably right.
He's right.
I don't think I'm right. I think it's ELY, which would be Elysium. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways,
Whatever.
that was fun.
But it was a very intimate show nonetheless, and everyone like it still, with all that stuff going on in the music, it still felt like. I don't know. I tweeted Gian being like this. I cannot believe what you're missing right now.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome. No, that was a fun show. That was totally a fun show. It was funny because I remember walking in there, and yeah, I'm totally gonna do it. I remember walking in there, and we had to cart all our gear up on the street. Like, we're driving our gear in carts, blocks and blocks, and we get to the venue, and there's nobody there. You know, it's kind of like, oh, this is gonna be really weird. 5 minutes before we played, boom, the place packed. It was super fun. There is an intimacy with those shows. It's a different kind, though. I mean, it's not verbally communicative, or you aren't influenced by the crowd in terms of what you're gonna end up doing. You know what I mean? You kind of have a set plan. I mean, so to a certain degree, it is, but it's more of a performance.
Right.
Whereas the acoustic show is more of like everyone's here in this together, and it's cool. It's a cool.
Get everyone singing along to toes and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The one I was going to bring up with the Arctic was inspiration. Like, a trip like that is a once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, any songs come out of that? Any ideas, lyrics, whatever have you?
Moments just hanging out on the guitar, just sitting up there at 11 in the morning when it's still dark is a pretty crazy feeling. Those kind of restless moments are the most creative. A lot of the ideas for arrangements on the acoustic album, particularly vocal arrangements and ideas for filler in spots where Shad was, or a dubstep breakdown was. A lot of those ideas came when we had just come back from Australia on a tour, and I was insanely jet lagged. I couldn't sleep. I would just lay awake till the sun came up, and all these ideas were flowing. So, and Nuvik, when you're in a position where it's just not normal. It's otherworldly, and that's when the ideas come. You can't be too logical to be creative. It's a tough thing. You gotta always be kind of naive.
And then where do you go with that? Do you go to your phone and write down lyrics? Do you sit
voice notes?
Yeah, okay.
Or just a lyric file. I have lyric documents that are just
words and words and words.
Yeah.
And lyrics first, or guitar or piano first? Like, what do you gravitate to?
It's all very much together. It happens at the same time. That being said, a word can inspire a whole song. So a lyric is the most important part, for sure.
Let's talk about it. Let's do that for one of these songs. I'm trying to think of which one we haven't talked about. Well, let's do Cactus in the Valley, because the nachos are sitting right here.
They're delicious.
Yes, they are delicious. I'm going to keep eating, but I can hear the crunch in the microphone, and I'm just like, you should probably stop.
After the cameras go off, we're going to eat this whole thing.
Holding.
Cactus in the Valley, ironically, was written right at the end of the Owl City tour.
Okay.
I don't even know if he knows that.
Oh, and he sings on it on this record. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hence the irony. Yeah.
Hence the irony. It was a long tour, 5 months. Always gone. And then right after that, we went out on our own tour in the UK. So that was on to the end of this 5 months, and everyone's exhausted. Everyone's at the end of the rope. We haven't been home in a long time. And I remember getting the first alone time I've had in a while. Sat down on the floor of our hotel room, and it's kind of weird, when you leave people on tour that you've been on tour with for months.
It's like summer camp.
It's sad, and this, it's not even just that. It's just elements like this. Life is changing all the time, and so I had some alone time and sat down and wrote Cactus in the Valley in like an hour. It was the quickest song on the record, and yeah, it was really, really special experience for me. I found the guitar pattern, and originally just wrote it with this folky guitar pattern. And then on Siberia, I ended up making sort of this ambient Phil Collins vibe that fit into the record. And then for this, it's a piano version. So there's just so many different ways that I've interpreted the song. And now it's in a nacho form.
Yes, it is. And I'm starving, so I'm going to let you go. But 5 quick questions, and answers. Road or studio?
Oh. When I'm in the studio, I miss the road. When I'm in the road, I miss the studio. Right now, I kind of miss the road.
Cool. Well, good, because you're about to go back out.
Yeah, here we go.
Lennon or McCartney?
McCartney.
When you
My dad's a big fan.
Okay. When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Lyrics.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
Cactus in the Valley.
Really? Cool.
It's one of them, yeah.
I think you said Flux and Flow last time.
Flux and Flow is one of my favorites to play, and
I'm
so energizing. The production on it, I had so much fun creating.
Cool. In one word. I can't remember what you said last time. Lights.
Me! Did I say that last time?
I don't remember.
Oh.
It's slipping my mind now. I will find it and put it in. One word, lights.
Me.
I like that.